today we're going to be talking about all the things that you need to have to give successful webinars so that you look like a pro and you haven't forgotten anything. I even put together a PowerPoint presentation for you today so I don't miss one of the 10 things. So if you would like to have the workbook to go with, let me just set this up real quick. The PowerPoint. All right. So here is let's see. Here is the URL to get the worksheet to follow. It's workshopsdone.com/webinar guide. And this lists the 10 must-haves with giving wellness workshops. So I'm just going to put it into the comments real quick. So we have that. And you can get it after we are done here as well, but come into the comments and let me know what you are grateful for this week. What have you done for your business to grow your business? I always like to focus on the good, all the good stuff. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to get started here. So again, we're going to be talking about all the things that you need to give a successful wellness webinar. And so there's a lot of little things that you need, like a straw in your water, so you don't look like you're doing this, right? That doesn't always look the best, but these are going to be the most essential things to really think about. But the crazy thing is that I see a lot of these mistakes happening and they're easy to fix. So if I haven't met you yet, hello, I am Laurie Kampa. I am a certified health coach. I'm also a business and mindset coach and a wellness educator. So I give workshops at organizations and corporations. Lately, it's been all virtual, but I just got an email today about when we can start coming back into the office, into the health food store actually, which is going to be the second half of this year. So I'm also the founder of Workshops Done Academy, which is a comprehensive step-by-step program for wellness entrepreneurs, everything you need to know about booking, giving, converting in your workshops, and giving you done for you workshops to be a success. So, okay, my mouse is trigger happy. Happy is what I'm trying to say. So I think all you know here in this group, offering wellness workshops is by far one of the fastest ways for health coaches to grow a high quality email list, fill the health coaching practice, and generate an additional income. So if I didn't have wellness workshops, I would be worried and I'd be selling instead of having people ask me to coach them. So, and you might be thinking, well, why now to give webinars, to give virtual workshops? Well, there has never been a more optimal time in our history. The one nice thing about the pandemic is that everybody now understands Zoom. Everybody has been on a Zoom call, I would guess that. So it's easy to do because more people are open to learning from home. And also, you know, we've had time to, before, like when we didn't want to deal with something, you can escape to go on a trip, you could escape to go out to a bar, right? You could escape. And now we need to stay and face those things that we're trying to escape. So more and more people are understanding that they need a health coach, that there are issues. So webinars and virtual workshops, I use those terms interchangeably, but as you know, they're like a commercial, right? They're a free commercial. People get to know, like, and trust you, and we really target those ideal clients. And the best thing is that they're not expensive to create or to present or to promote in that fact. So I'm going to get right on to the first one. So the first thing that you need to give a successful webinar is a quiet place. And so a lot of you know, I moved this last summer and I'm in the formal dining room. And so I just had doors and a wall installed because I thought maybe I could do it without the wall, but the kitchen is right there. So I needed a quiet spot. Now, if you're giving a webinar and your cat comes behind you or the kids come running in, I think that's just an opportunity to laugh and, you know, you will be remembered. So we have to roll with the punches because right now, a lot of us have everybody in the household. And as much as I let my kids know, hey, you know, I'm giving a webinar at this time or I'm going live, they sometimes walk in the house and go, Mom, I'm home. So just, try to have as quiet a place as you can, but don't let that stop you from doing a webinar, because you can really just find a quiet spot to go somewhere. So high quality audio. So it's so interesting when we put this door and this wall in, and all of a sudden I went, oh no, my audio, now I'm more echoey. So I just got a rug, but I'm still working with the audio. So you need to do some testing, record yourself, let some friends listen to you, see what they think, because if you don't have good audio, nobody's going to want to listen if they can't hear you or if there's a lot of background noise. So you need to make sure that you can test that out. So decent lighting is so important. And this is probably the thing that I see the most mistakes. So on the left, that's my office when I first moved in. So my windows were on my left side because that's how it looked nice in the house. But those umbrella lights, they're just a hassle to set up. I don't like setting them up and I don't like keeping them up. So I turned my desk, that's the second picture, so that the windows now are right in front of me, because that is the best natural light. But of course, we have cloudy days. Of course, we go on to evening webinars, right? There's going to be times that we can't use that light. So I just have a ring light in front of me. So you can do something very simple, just to have some light. Now, if you're in an office that you are not able to have those lights, the windows in front of you, it's okay. The main thing is try not to have the windows behind you, because then it's going to backlight you and it's going to make you feel really dark. On the side, you just get more shadows, but just work with what you have. Again, you can even just go into a little corner and set up a little ring light with a white wall in the background. So this slide is all about having a clean background. And I'm just showing you on the right side, this is my web guy, Corey. This is from the first time we met. And now he has a roller, like a nice piece of paper in the back that looks like white bricks. And so he looks so much more professional. But I said to him, like, okay, whose stuff is all behind you? And he's like, it's not even mine, it's my roommate's. And so sometimes you just have to adjust and go to a place that has less background showing. So again, a corner, a wall, something so you don't have everything. So if you have the windows in front of you, a lot of times you don't have as much real estate behind you to work with. But as health coaches, we can be creative. So I love this picture of this woman on the left in a kitchen, that you can do something in a kitchen. But before I moved here, I had a smaller house. And so I just used my dining room and the white wall behind me, and that worked out just fine. So I know, has anybody seen these before? Like, I think we've all been on a Zoom call with an uncle or somebody when the angle, they have the laptop on their lap, right? And then they're looking at it like this. So make sure that you're looking straight on to the camera, or maybe the camera is even a little above you, so it's looking down. So we just don't want to make that mistake. So I just want to come into the comments here. Okay, so Mindy is saying my internet, ironically, due to construction. Oh, so Mindy is having construction going on, so she can't hear the audio. Does anybody else having a hard time hearing the audio? Okay, so just let me know, because I am still working it out. Yeah, and sometimes, oh my gosh, Mindy, I will be doing a live call and then, the fire trucks come by or something like that. And you just have to roll with it. Now, construction, that's something that's hard because it could be going on for long term. So you may have to rearrange a little bit your schedule of when you do the live calls based on when they do a lot. So let's see, Deborah, hello. Yeah, and Deborah, just to let you know, there's always, she's asking about the replay. All of the replays from Facebook Lives are underneath the tab that says guides. It used to be called units, so you can see all of them there. I also have them at workshopsdone.com/video, so you can see the recording. And Diane saying, where can you get your email list? I'm not quite, can you, Diane, let me know what you mean from that. Let's see, Rania saying, how do you do your picture in the corner? Oh, okay. So I am on Zoom right now. And when you go on Zoom, I'm also going live on Facebook. So that's how I have my picture in the corner. And Rania is a member, a student of Workshops Done Academy. So there is, in the resource technology library, there's a lot of different tutorials, and that is one of the tutorials on how to go live on Facebook via Zoom. So you can have your picture in the corner. It's just easier also to share the screen. I just feel like it's a little bit easier. And then I'm reading the Facebook comments on my phone, and we're going to talk a little bit later. You could do it on a second monitor as well. So hello, Mary Beth. Hello, Sue. Hello, Vicki. Thank you, Vicki. Ruby says, use Chris for sound. It's a lifesaver. Oh, I will check that out. Thank you so much, Ruby. So when we go on, we just want to make sure that we're testing things out and we don't just quick go on a Zoom call and not think about it. So you might need to use, I have a riser underneath my laptop. So you might need to put some books or something so that it's at a good height for you. Also, you can stand. I like to stand, but so often my workshops are a little bit longer and I have it set up for sitting, but you have a little bit more energy, and then you can have more of a background that is for standing. So yeah, internet access is obviously a must. So when I'm doing a big webinar, I ask the family to not go on the internet at that time. And so I just ask them, if you want to watch Netflix, please download something ahead of time so then you can watch it from that. You can also put the internet right on into your computer instead of Wi-Fi. So there's lots of different things, but the worst thing is to have all these people on and your bandwidth is slow. And sometimes it's out of your control. We do the Google Pods in our house. So I have 4 different pods. One's right here in my office, and I can go on my phone and say, select priority, this device, so that I'm going to make sure that I get all the internet. Now, so a webcam, I think, is one of the most inexpensive things that you can do to upgrade your audio and your picture. So this is before I had my wall and my doors put in. It looks so different now, but you can see the webcam on the top of my laptop below the ring light. It's very small. They're usually under $100, but then you have the mic up there. And even though my computer is a 1080p for the lens, and so is the webcam, the picture is so much clearer with the webcam. So it's something that would be just a quick, inexpensive way to do it. So, and then you need software. And I think most people are choosing to go with Zoom. And I've used Zoom from when I first started to give webinars. And the reason is because it's the easiest for the end user. We don't want people to have to download a bunch of software and do updates and all this stuff. Now you do have to do a little bit with Zoom, but mainly they can just click on the link and they can get to you. So it's easy. And then for us, when we pay for accounts, you only have to pay for the months that you're going to be using it more than 40 minutes for more than 2 people. So when I first started, I only paid for 4 months a year because I just ran 4 online programs that launched 4 times a year. Now I'm on a yearly program and I do the webinar and the meetings version, but you can definitely start off a lot less than that. Okay, I just skipped ahead here. So dual monitors is the next thing. So again, I have a second monitor here. I just prefer, I don't know why, I just prefer to just be right on and then to look on my phone. If you have an iPad or any kind of tablet, you can go on to Facebook here if you want. Also, you can just stay right on here and have your speaker notes here, or you can do 2 monitors so that you have your speaker notes in front of you and then what is actually showing on the other side, or everything on one screen. So there's lots of different things. Hi, Ivy. Hello, everybody. So let me know, do you use 2 monitors? Do you like using your phone? Now, if I'm just on Zoom and that's it, I get the comments on one screen, I get this on one screen, and I love it. But it's when you're doing Zoom with Facebook Live, then I feel like I need some other device. And always make sure you have your phone or your other device on mute, or else you're going to hear yourself talking with that. So let me know what you guys use for your webinars if you do Facebook Lives via Zoom as well. Yeah, and then the last thing, the number 10 thing that you must have is excellent content. And when you're giving a webinar, it's important to have engagement about every 2 to 3 minutes. So see, I just asked you guys to post about your dual monitors. So it's good to always do that because we are the most distracting thing in front of us, right? Our computer, our phone, wherever the people are coming into. So to ask them questions, especially questions that say yes, yes, yes. Like if I say, was this helpful? Was this helpful to hear all the things you need? And are you surprised? It's so easy, right? And a lot of these things that you probably have set up. So let me know in the comments, do you already have these 10 things? Are you set up and you feel confident now that you have all these 10 things? So excellent content can also be from the program that I've created, Workshops Done Academy. We are in a live class right now, and the next class is going to be in April. So it's going to be at workshopsdone.com/program, and I can't wait to introduce it to you. We just did, I just did a huge upgrade. So Ivy is going on it. Let's see, Vicky's in our group. Let's see who else is on here. Mary Beth, Rania, Diane. Yeah, so a lot of people on here are also students of Workshops Done Academy. So again, if you want to get that free guide, go to workshopsdone.com/webinar guide, and then you'll get the multi-page handout that has all the different details. For example, if you wear glasses, I talk about exactly what you need to do. I give exact things of what I use for my webcam, different things for the flattering angle, for internet, for dual monitors. So much more description in that. So I hope that you go ahead and download that at workshopsdone.com/webinar guide so you can see that. And I'm just going to see if there's any questions. Otherwise, boy, that 20 minutes, it sure goes fast, doesn't it? Sandy's on. Hello. She's like, I love Workshops Done Academy. That sounds great. Okay, and Jody's on too. Nice to see you guys. Oh, Mindy's asking, what is a Google Pod? So it almost looks kind of like an Alexa. If you have one of those, they're round, and ours are white, but it helps spread the internet around the house. So then you can, so I have one in my office, we have one in Mark's office, which is upstairs. And then in the lowest level is my youngest daughter's bedroom. And so we have one down there, and then Brooke's bedroom is upstairs. So everybody has one next to them, next to their computer. So it's just, if you have your modem in one area, like upstairs, and then the people in the basement feel like they don't have enough bandwidth, you can do a Google Pod. And it was a couple $100, but I bought them maybe 2 years ago. And so they worked out really well. So I can actually unplug it and put the cord right into my computer if I want. But again, I have an app on my phone with the Google Pod, so I can make it that my device, I can look up my device and give it priority. I also can do parental controls and different things like that so that the internet is turned off. I don't do this anymore, but I did at one time. So yeah, so Mindy's asking, I would love to know too, do most people use dual monitors? I tend to use the dual monitors, especially when I'm doing editing or to do a PowerPoint presentation. So then you can just quickly glance and it goes really quick. But a lot of people like to do dual monitors when they're doing a webinar. Again, I just like to keep things nice and easy and just having this one screen in front of me. But also visually, I have issues with light. So I think it's just because my monitor to my left is huge. So if I got another monitor, I probably wouldn't get something so large next time because I don't need to have it that big. Oh, Sarah's on. Hello, Gwen. Hello. Hello, Michelle. Hello, hello. So Mindy's asking, doesn't the screen in front of you have your presentation? Then your phone can be used to read comments. Yep, absolutely. So for today, I didn't have any speaker notes. I just quickly put together the PowerPoint right before this because I knew I could just talk about it. So that is the glory of a PowerPoint. is that you can be reminded about what is the next tip coming up, because I had 10 of them. I didn't want to leave anything out. So it's nice to have that, and you can discuss it. But if you have a lot of information, then I put it in my speaker notes so you can share your screen. And for those of you who are Workshop Done Academy students, there is a tech tutorial on how to see your screen at the same time. So yeah, so that sounds great. Oh, Vicki saying Workshops Done Academy is best. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Vicki says I have an iPad that I use as an extra monitor. Yeah, I think an iPad would be perfect for that. Mindy says I have an Alexa. How does it spread the internet around the house? Oh, I'm just saying, Mindy, just to clarify, it looks like an Alexa. It's not that way. This is a Google Pod, but they are round little pods that are placed throughout the house to spread the internet. So sorry, I didn't mean I was confusing on how to say that. So okay, so Mindy saying easy is for my vote. Yes. And let's see. Mindy says to do the PowerPoint. Oh yeah, we already got that one. Okay, I feel like I just missed a couple things. Yeah, Gwen is just saying I can't imagine working without at least 2 monitors. I agree, Gwen, that I feel like it makes my work go quicker. For example, the PowerPoint I just did, it took me maybe 15 minutes to create that because I had my worksheet already up and I just copied and pasted, put it in there, grabbed some pictures, and I was done, right? But if I had to keep going back and forth on one thing and going, look at this one, look at this one. So it's just easier when you're editing, when you're creating. And you all know I love to repurpose my material. So there's a whole Facebook Live on that. If you have not seen it, definitely go and watch it. Again, it's under this Facebook group, the Workshop Support for Health Coaches, and go under guides and you can see all of them. Or you can go to workshopsdone.com/video and all of the recordings are there as well. But it's so nice when you are repurposing in a different way to have that do it. Yeah, so Gwen is, okay, Gwen, thank you so much. She knows how to explain the Google Pods. It's to boost your internet, boost. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen. That's exactly what it is. I wasn't prepared to talk about Google Pods, and I think I just said it. So if there's any questions, please let me know. I do want to give you a little teaser. On March 10th, we are going to have a special guest here, Jamie Jones. Does anybody know Jamie Jones here? Give me a yes if you do. She has a lot of done-for-you content. She is an amazing writer and designer. And so we're going to be doing a masterclass on March 10th at this time, 2:00 Central Time. So mark your calendars, and it's all about Facebook groups and how to get, to fill them up, how to convert the people in your Facebook group to paying clients, and so much more. So just mark your calendar, March 10th for 2 p.m. Central Time for that. I'm so excited for it. Next week for this Facebook Live, I want you to put this on your calendar right now. So that's going to be March 3rd at 2 p.m. Central Time. We're going to be talking about promotions of your webinar. So all the different ways that you can get new people to come in to watch your webinar. So make sure that you can come in live so you can ask your questions and everything. So, okay, so Mindy's asking, the recordings may also be under media and then videos. Oh, in the Facebook group. Okay. Yeah, Facebook, as you probably all know, just did an update. So it used to be called units. And then I would put all of the Facebook Live in the units so that you can just see them organized. And I could say, go to number, like Em just asked me a question. I said, oh, go to number 3, because she wanted to know about how to boost her webinars. And so the people who would come in, so go to number 3, this is the one you need to go to. So similar kind of to a podcast. So yeah, Gwen is saying Jamie is a sweetheart. I know, she is just the best. I love collaborating with her, and she has some really great things coming up too. So we're going to be talking with Jamie on March 10th, but I'm wishing all of you just a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, March 3rd, to talk about promoting and how to get more butts in the seats for your online webinars. So take care, you guys. Have a beautiful day.